Feeling like you need a Spanish mommy in your life.
Okay, I mean I love you, I'm frontin', the feeling's mutual. But you ain't getting me back, man, you delusional. I should've been left your ass, huh? Oh, that chicken had you fucking with ass, huh?
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gigi, and in today's video we're gonna talk about how I ended up in Texas. So actually I had tried to record this video before, like 3 weeks ago. I actually even recorded it, and when I was about to edit it, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I just couldn't edit it. Like the videos were not sending, like I don't know. I just got tired of it, so I just said that I was gonna just decided that I'm gonna redo it again, and yeah. Anyway, y'all, so my story started when I was really young. For those who don't know, I'm from Spain. I was born and raised there. My mom is Spanish and my dad is Cuban, but they divorced when I was really young, so I always been with my mom, and I'm really thankful too. But I'm from the south part of Spain, and over there it was, by that time, it still is really close-minded, but it's close-minded like everywhere, like if you compare south side of United States with the north side, it's really different. Y'all cannot really tell that I'm mixed, not that much, but y'all can tell that I'm mixed. When I was young, it was crazy. When I was young, my hair was extra curly, and y'all can tell like my hair is almost black. I just dyed it, but my skin was darker, and my face traits is just different from people over there, and I was always being bullied because of that. It was always hard for me to make friends because of that, and people were really racist with me since I have conscience, and at the beginning I just didn't understand it, like why, just they just see it as a problem, and that part of my life, which was my whole childhood and teenage life too, it just fucked me up really bad. And when I look back at it now, it's just crazy. I really went through a lot back then. I started straightening my hair for 3 4 years, and that's the reason why my hair is not that curly anymore. My skin got lighter. In summertime, family will always go to the beach, and I will never want to get like on the sun, so I will not get darker. It's true that as I'm growing up, I'm starting to look more like my mom, but still, you can tell that if you see a picture of my dad, I'm just like him. So 11 to be 12, my mom put me in a private school there in Spain, and it was one of the best things that my mom ever did for me, to be honest. Even though it was still hard, because being in a private school doesn't change everything, but because, like, it's not the jungle, but it's people that think like the jungle, you know what I'm saying? But not all of them, because I made a lot of friends there, and friends that I still talk to nowadays, and I can count as real friends. But my life changed when I went to that school. Me going to that school is the reason why I'm here. Like, that school gave me the opportunity to do everything that I never imagined that I would be able to do by myself. Like I said, I was still straightening my hair. I was trying to look white as fuck. I don't know why. I hated my hair. I hated my lips. I hated my skin color. I hated everything about me. But when I turned 15, me and my mom went to New York. It was my first time being in the United States, and it was for Christmas. I loved it, but when I had been out of my country before, like I went to Cuba a few times to see my family and everything, but it was my first time in the United States, and I just told myself that I was gonna leave here, not here in Texas, but I was gonna leave in New York, when I was an adult.
What did you say, nigga?
When I was grown, like I didn't know, but I didn't know if I was gonna come here to study or just to work and study in my country. Like, I don't know, but I knew that I wanted to come here. Like, I was urging to get out of my country. Like, it's true that I could have gone to London which is closer to Netherlands. A lot of people is going to Netherlands too, and Netherlands is a good country too. But I just wanted to be far. Like I wanted to be as far as possible that I could be, and I could be farther than I am right now. Shit, but I come back from New York. I finished my school year and I get in my sophomore year of college. No, what the fuck? I get in my sophomore year of high school, right? And it was towards the end. And actually, I was about to go back to New York for my second time when summer 16. I took a flight way before I finished my school. Like, I missed like 2 weeks of school just because, like, yeah, I was that type of child. Towards the end of my sophomore year, this company came to my school, and it was this company from Miami. It was actually a school that was based in Miami, and I was like, interesting. But anyways, so they came to my school and they were going to different classrooms and they got to mine and they were basically telling us that our school was going to start working with that school. So whoever wanted to get the American high school diploma at the same time that they were getting the Spanish high school diploma, they could do it, but they needed like 2 years minimum to complete the program. So yeah. So basically, they were saying that it will be really good for your resume, or if you wanted to come here to leave, it will be easier for you to get to U.S. universities and all that. Keep into account that I already had in my mind, like from years ago, to move here, right? And like I said, I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but I knew I was gonna do it as soon as possible. Of course, everybody starts saying like, "No, I'm not gonna do it," because Spanish high school is really hard, and like jokes aside, it's really fucking hard. Like the high school that we do in Spain don't have shit to do with the high school that y'all do over here. Like these high school, whatever school, I don't give a fuck. Besides privates, because I bet privates have better education. But the high school that we was doing, like the high school that y'all do over here, like we could do that shit with the eyes closed, and it's not me being cocky. Like I saw the SAT that people do here, and I compare it with the SAT that we do back home. Like that shit. Jokes aside, Spanish high school is really hard. It's even harder if you choose the science path. That's the one that I chose. I don't know why, but I chose that one, so I was really struggling with it. Like especially math. I was good at chemistry whenever I really put effort on it, but math was kicking my ass, bro, and I really suffered with it. Like I cried and I got depressed with that subject, yo. Like that shit was hard. But anyways, everybody was just saying no, that they were not gonna do it because you had to pay more money too, and they just didn't want to be overstressed, which is completely understandable. They knew for sure that they were gonna stay in Spain to go to university, so they was not gonna do it. But there was my ass just trying to just quiet, but just looking at the presentation that they were doing with the PowerPoint, right? And I was just thinking, 2 years. Because it's like I either signed up for it in that time and start doing it my next school year, or I couldn't do it anymore. Because like I said, you need 2 years minimum. Just thinking like, I mean, what you doing? Come here. Don't be shy now. Told my teacher that I was thinking about doing it because I knew that I wanted to leave somewhere like overseas, but I didn't say United States. And this bitch, he said that I don't think you're ready or prepared for this, and I think that if you choose to do this, everything's gonna get together. Like you're not gonna be able to handle it. You're not gonna graduate, and it's gonna be a lot for you. You're not gonna be able to focus on the important stuff. So yeah, I remember I got in the car and I just told her like, and I didn't say like, "Hey mom, I'm thinking about doing this. Like, you think I can do it?" Like, no, I said, "Mom, I'm about to start doing this next year. I need you to go to school, fill out the paperwork or whatever." You know what I'm saying? Because this bitch is about to go down. I went to New York, stayed there for 3 weeks. I came back and I spent my summer and everything. I remember like I did a lot of crazy shit that summer.
I'm just trying to hit it by the end of the night, little mama.
Yeah. My junior year, and I started with my American high school diploma, and I swear to God, that is one of the best things I've ever done in my life. And I will never regret what I did with that. Like, it's not only easy for me, but I enjoy every single class, which is rare. And I enjoy the work, I enjoy everything. It was just so dynamic. It was just different from, how my Spanish high school was. And I even took summer classes. I even took like winter classes too. Like, I was, come on, boo. In Spain, the last 2 years of your high school is hard as fuck, because it's like you're supposed to prepare yourself for the Spanish SAT, and that shit is like, it give me chills, bro, every time I just think about it. Towards the end of my junior year, I got through it and everything, and I just got to a point that I was just shit. I started playing on my skate. I just started looking for U.S. University. I didn't know how the schools here work. I didn't know what paperwork I needed. Like, I was completely virgin. I did everything by myself. I know that there is agencies back home that they charge you like 3-4 grand just to like do the shit that I did by my goddamn self. Nobody knew about it. No, my mom didn't know. My friends didn't know. My family didn't know, of course. The moment that I started searching for U.S. universities, that's when I started realizing the business that is in this country of us. You know what I'm saying? Coming to this country is hard as fuck. Legally, because I did it legally. So if you do it illegally, like, I cannot even imagine how that shit is. Coming here to go to school, in my situation with my story, I was not in sports, I was not an athlete, so that shit was hard, I'm telling you. So this country is made for sports. Even though there's a lot of fat people in this country, it's made for sports. So education is all focused on sports. You're in sports and you're good, like really good, like you don't have to worry about shit. I started realizing it before I came here, but once I came here and I started meeting athlete people, like, bro, that shit was making me hype, bro. Once you get here and you leave here, like, you don't come here as a tourist like I came here before. You leave here, it's really overrated. It's not, it's still good, it's better than my country, in my opinion, when it comes about financial situation and financial opportunities, like always. But it's overrated. People are really close-minded. Also depend on where you go, but what I leave, you know what I'm saying? Like, people really close-minded, really ignorant, racist. I live in the south part of United States, and right now I live in the south side, like, and I live in the south side of like Texas, which is the south side of United States. Like, I live in the south of the south. I came here without shit. Like, I was just a student. So I really had to work my ass off, you know what I'm saying, to just get a scholarship here, because I knew that I was not going to apply for loans, which is something that people from here do a lot, and it's really fucked up. And that's one of the reasons that people or parents to put their kids in a school, like in sports, since they're really young, so they can go to school for free. Once you get here, you realize that this country is a business when it comes about everything: education, health, everything is about business. I was looking to go Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, New York, of course, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Florida a lot because of the Cuban community. And that was it. Like, I was not looking nowhere else. Like, with my GPA, even though with my grades, with that high school that I had, I couldn't get a good scholarship. I was getting good scholarships compared to the price that they were offering me, but my mom was the only one supporting me financially. And first, like I said, I was not gonna make her apply for a loan, and second, I was just not gonna make her pay for something that she couldn't afford. I was just being really cautious with what I could do, because financial situation in Spain is really bad compared to here. People don't work. You really have to work your ass off to work, like study a lot, and you might get a good job when you're like 30, something like that, 27. But that shit of working when you're 16 and all that, when you're in high school, like, no, boo boo. I just might not be able to go to the states that I wanted to go. Looking in more states. Like, I said that I started looking in more states. I mean that I started looking in all the states in America besides Texas. Like, I even looked in North Dakota, bro, because I didn't want to come here, bro. Like, I didn't want to come to Texas. Like, Texas was like my last resort. I'm here. I don't regret though. I don't regret, but I didn't want to come here. I always saw Texas like really Republican and really like guns, like go guns and go religion and go Jesus and against abortion and you know just really like traditional type of shit and like I'm not with that. It's true that Texas is good now that I live here when it comes about big cities. Like Houston, where I'm at right now, is good. Where I went my first 2 years of being here, I went to West Texas. Yeah, because like as soon as I started looking for universities in Texas, like all of them were giving me good deals. Like it was crazy. It's like I could afford all of them, basically. The reason why I decided to go to this one in the west side was because it was the best one for me economically and the best one for me when it comes about paperwork. Like I didn't have to do that much paperwork. By December 2017, I had everything prepared, you know. Like I sat my mom down and I told her, my mom, I said, Mama, I'm going to Texas to study and all that. I had everything prepared. I need you to sign this paperwork. I need you to go to the bank and do this shit, you know. And it took me like 2 weeks to actually convince her. She thought that I was capping. Like, she thought that I was just playing with her. But no, I was not. March 2017 comes and I have my acceptance letters. So I had to apply for scholarships. And for that, I needed letter of recommendation from my teachers. That's where she started getting salty and funny. Salty. I got a letter of recommendation from my math teacher that was the one who told me that I couldn't do it. And then one from my lead teacher. My lead teacher just gave it to me like he didn't give a fuck, and it was actually really good, better than I deserved. Cause like I say, I was a bad kid. And then when I went to my math teacher, of course she was being nosy. She was trying to know like why was it for? Because I needed in English and all that. So I just said that I was gonna go overseas to study. I didn't say I was gonna go to United States. By April, I was done. Like I had everything I needed. She started getting extra funny because like I said, SAT was coming. SAT is in June. The SAT over there is really hard, so people started studying a lot, and I was chilling because I was not gonna do it. SAT there, bro. Like that shit is hard. Like it's like I laugh because I didn't do it, and bro, like that shit was hard. Like my friends did it, and that shit killed the fuck out of you. Like you don't want to play with that. I swear to God. I graduated in May. I was still doing my American high school because I didn't graduate until July. But I was, you know, doing my finals from my Spanish one. I was chilling. I graduated at the end of May. When you graduate, you start like hard studying for the SAT, which was in June. But people was so paranoid about it, which is normal. So they kept going to school to study with the teachers. And I was not going. Because like I said, nobody knew. None of my class knew because they love to talk. So basically, one day my math teacher snitched on me because people was talking, and they were like, why did she not come into class? Like, she's missing a lot of shit. Like, she's gonna fail. Basically, my math teacher just said that I was gonna go to United States to study. I didn't even know how the fuck she knew that I was going to United States. I don't know, but she snitched on me. So y'all cannot really imagine the face of the people. Because people love to talk. Like that school, bro, like that school is good. It was good academically and everything, but people were so nosy. So I finished my Spanish high school diploma. For my 18th birthday, I went to South Africa for like 3 weeks, something like that. I think it was. I went by myself, and I had so much fun. I was still doing my American high school diploma because I went towards the end of June and my graduation was second week of July. When I came back from that trip, I went straight to Madrid, which is the capital of my country, and I had my graduation. I was the first one graduating with that diploma in my school. I graduated with honors, 4.0 GPA. Just really happy. Like my mom was with me, just the one that was always supporting me, and just I was just happy that I had made it. I was so ready to leave. I had all my paperwork that I needed from USCIS, immigration, my visa, paid the fees, I paid everything that I had to pay, and I had to leave in August 20th because I had to check in for housing August 22nd, 23rd, I don't remember. And yeah, I just basically took the fuck off. Like I say, I cannot put everybody in a bag. Everybody's different, but United States, like New York, like Philly, Manhattan, Miami, LA, that don't represent the US. That's just cities that are really cosmopolitan cities, diverse cities, people from everywhere. But United States is not like that. Like most part of the United States are small towns or normal sized towns, really traditional when it comes about morals and religion and all of that. And close-minded, supporting guns. Of course, there's people that is against guns, but are people supporting guns? And I'm sorry, but it's just I keep saying religion, but it's just something that it just like fuck up my mind really bad because I'm not religious. I don't believe in God. I had never went to church in my life. I have maybe went like one, two times just to see how it is. I respect everybody that does believe in God though. Like I have a lot of friends, but I don't share it. So this country is like living in God is like a must. By the time that I had to move here, they had to know really for sure that I was gonna go back to my country, that I was just here to study, that I was not gonna leave here, and choose the time that I was gonna be here. That was to study like 4 years. I couldn't work. I couldn't rent an apartment. I couldn't own a car. Neither, rent a car. Couldn't get a driver license. I couldn't do shit because I came here as a foreign student, international student, and I was already here to study. That was the only right that I had. No health care, nothing. If I want some of that, I had to pay for it. Besides work, I couldn't work. Period. Like at all. So my mom had to support me completely, pay for my school or scholarship. So for the people that know me, that for me was really hard because I always thought that the moment that I got out of my house, that I can provide for myself, but I couldn't. And it's not that I couldn't, like for like overall, it's that I just couldn't even help. Like my mom had to pay for everything. As soon as I got to Dallas Airport and I was just sitting down there, just like chilling, I already knew that I was in Texas. Like that shit was so fucking weird. It's hot as fuck in Texas in August. Like for real. People was wearing boots. Like long boots. I don't know. It was just some weird shit. I got to Lubbock. That shit was in the middle of nowhere. For those who doesn't know, here in Texas, most part of the United States, besides the big ass cities, even here in Houston, which is a big city, you need a car for everything. Like if you don't have a car, you're fucked up. And I didn't even have a license because like people in Spain cannot get the license until they 18. I just turned 18. And I knew I was gonna get my driver license here because in Spain it's like 500-600. Over here it's not like $100. So I was like, I might get it here, but I was like, bro, this is fucked up. Like I don't even know how to drive. Like I don't even have a car. Like this. Still find a way to make money and help my mom with school too. Pay school, not whole thing, but I helped with what I could. Got my driver license too. But I was living on campus all the time. I went home after my freshman year. I went back home and I spent there 3 months with my mom. That we really needed because me and my mom are like this always, like always being together, just me and her always. So I knew it was gonna be hard for us to be separated, but I didn't know it was gonna be this hard. And when I came home, like, it was just, I had that urge to get out of my country so bad, but it was not that bad. Like, I still wouldn't change what I did. I still wouldn't move back to live there. But the reason why I say that you need a car is because the cities are made for cars, basically that too. But it's because it's for females at least, and I realized that when I moved to JUCO that I went, it's not safe for a female to be walking like that, especially where the part that I was at. Walking by yourself in the street, just, it was not safe, especially when like sunset comes and it's really late, like 10, 11 p.m. Like, you cannot be doing that. And that's what I was doing back home, like I was going to parties and I was walking by myself, and I was coming back home 4 or 5 in the morning walking with my friends, or just by myself, from my friend crib. Everybody walk over there. So me not being able to walk or just do stuff by myself was really hard too. But I realized that it was dangerous when I started seeing females with pepper spray and knives, like they were carrying it with themselves. Like, that's how you know that shit be really going down here. Like, no joke. Just be able to go to the corner store at whatever time by yourself and be safe, because nothing's gonna happen, or just go to a party and actually have fun, because that nobody's gonna start just shooting at people. It's hard, but you get used to it. And I just will define this country like really violent in general. It's violent, and they trying to make it seem normal. Like I said, because you can have guns and all that, like carry knives and all that. Like, they just trying to make it normal, but it's really violent. For me, I visit different countries too. Like, I went to different continents, and I saw how people live, and it's really violent, But still, I wouldn't change it though. Like, I don't know why. Third day that I was there, second day, I met my boyfriend. She's the person that I live with right now, and it's crazy. Like, since then, he hasn't left me alone. Live here since August. I finished with my JUCO, and I'm gonna transfer to keep going with my school. Like I said, I graduated with 4.0 GPA, really good grades, and just gonna transfer to a different school whenever this corona shit kind of slow down. So I'll be in this semester off. I'm waiting on some immigration paperwork too, so I can work legally. You know what I'm saying? I have my criminal justice associate degree, so I can work, get a good job, and then when I transfer, get my degree in political science, and then I'll go to law school to study for a criminal defense lawyer. Myself, I'm really impatient with everything that happened in my life. But one of the things that my boyfriend always taught me and always told me is that, you have to be patient. The more patient you are, the better things will come, So I haven't been home since the last time I went. That was May 2019. I was supposed to go this past summer, but like I said, with this corona shit, everything fucked it up. So I haven't been home since then, and I miss my mom a lot, more than my friends. Like, I just miss my mom, and I can't wait to be with her. I'm really thankful that my mom gave me everything by herself. Really thankful that we never needed help. Thankful that I always had everything that I wanted and needed, always from her, nobody else. And every desired dream that I had, she accomplished it with me. She helped me through it. And this big ass dream that I'm trying to accomplish right now with my lawyer career is crazy, and she's the one supporting me with it, and my boyfriend too. So, but people that tell you can do it and all that, yes you can, boo boo, yes you can. Anyway, y'all, so this was my video. Second time I record this shit. I really hope this shit works, and I'll just see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching me and supporting me, and yeah, see you guys in the next video.
Okay, I love you, I'm frontin', the feeling's mutual. But you ain't getting me back, man, you delusional. I should've